Hey golfers, Dean with golfallyear.com. Today's video is about the 5 ways that Optishot has improved my golf game. And so this is an important video. The Optishot has really changed my golf game. When I first started really getting into golf and hitting with the Optishot, I was a 15 handicap. I was, a bogey golfer at best. And what the Optishot has done is it's really changed my game. My game has morphed into, a very consistent type of golf game. My swing is very unique. It's very self-made, and the Optishot is part of that. And what I was able to do is I was able to lower my handicap. My handicap is an 8 right now, which I'm very proud of. I still can't get and break 80 consistently, and that's kind of one of the struggles that I've had, and that's kind of one of my goals that I have. But the Optishot has been amazing in that transformation from the 15 handicap bogey golfer to a golfer where bogeys are not good, and I'm looking to get birdies and pars. So really excited about this video. Let's talk about the 5 ways that Optishot has helped me improve. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. I'm doing videos like this all the time. So let's take a look at these 5 ways. All right, so let's talk about the first way the Optishot has helped my golf game and improved my golf game. When I first started with the Optishot, I was very inconsistent. I had a slice to every shot, and my golf game was really struggling. I was a bogey golfer, like I mentioned. So the first thing that the Optishot, when I got the Optishot about 3 years ago, I started to hit on the Optishot, and the first thing that I found is that by getting the Optishot, I hit more balls. And that is the number one thing that is going to help you in golf. Golf's a sport that you can't just pick up, and some people can. I, as an average golfer, cannot just do that. Cannot just pick up a golf club, go out on the course, and shoot 80. So by getting the Optishot, it has really helped me to hit more balls. I was excited about hitting balls. I wanted to hit balls, and I wanted to make sure that I was out in the garage and really trying to get better at golf. And so by hitting more balls, I wasn't going to the range. I would never get to the range. And one of the things about a lot of us is we don't have a lot of time to drive to the range, and go and hit balls and then come on back to our house. We want to go and do it at our own convenience. And that's what the Optishot was able to do. I was able to save money, going to the range and, paying 15 bucks a bucket or even more. I just couldn't do. And so by having the Optishot, I've hit over 10,000 shots. I lost track after a while. I've hit so many shots on the Optishot. In fact, I hit a hole in my impact screen. That's how many shots I've hit. And so just hitting balls is the number one reason that the Optishot is a huge plus in my life, and one of the ways that it's improved my golf game. The second way that the Optishot has improved my golf game is that I was able to get rid of my slice. One of the things that I really struggled with was a nasty slice, and I dedicated myself when I was hitting on the Optishot, first on the Optishot, I was going to hit a nice draw. I wanted to change it from a slice to a nice draw. And so I really focused on my club face angle. I really focused on my swing path. And those two things, by really focusing on those two things, I was able to change my shot flight, my ball flight. The Optishot does a really good job of telling you your club face angle, really does a good job of telling you your swing path, and it kind of gives you an idea of what your swing is really doing. And by understanding that, I was able to change my swing. I wanted a inside out path, and I actually wanted a slightly open club face. Square wouldn't be bad, but I want a slightly open. So I hit a nice draw back to the target. And that's what I kind of started to develop. And it really changed. My irons, I do not hit a slice very often with my irons anymore. I may push it, but I don't usually slice it. And so that is a huge benefit of the Optishot. I was able to get rid of my slice. Okay, so if you have a slice, Optishot is the way to go. All right, the third reason uh, that the Optishot, the third way the Optishot has improved my golf game is uh, it has really improved my iron play, and that's based on the instant feedback that you get with the Optishot in terms of your club face angle, your tempo, your contact, your swing path, and those things. Um, I have really focused on my iron play, and it's really helped my iron play. I don't usually hit my driver on the Optishot. I found that it's not as accurate for me. And I hate trying to hit off a tee. At one point, I was using real tees into the thicker turf, and I break the tees, and the tees would be all over the place. And I don't like the rubber tee. I just don't think that's realistic. So I stopped hitting a lot of driver when I was practicing. And so what I began to do was hit all irons. And so my iron play from a pitching wedge to a 5 iron is really solid, and I really focus a lot on my wedges and my 7 iron because I thought that those shots were the most important ones. And the Optishot, by focusing and getting that instant feedback on those shots, I was able to really dial in my iron play. And if you play with me, you'll know that I hit a lot of greens, and I improved my greens. I think I'm at like 50% now. To break 80, you want to hit like 9 greens. So that's right in that realm. I'm hitting enough greens. I should be able to break 80. And that's all because of the Optishot and getting that instant feedback from the Optishot, hitting a lot of balls with just my irons, focused, practice is the way to go. And so the Optishot has really provided me that, and that is a great way to improve your Optishot or improve your iron play is to get an Optishot. All right, the fourth way that the Optishot has improved my golf game is in my confidence. My confidence level has gone so high in terms of just believing in myself and believing that I can hit the green, believing that I can and put the ball in the fairway. I'm hitting about 60% fairways. The other day, my confidence was so high. I birdied 3 of the first 4 holes. I've never done that in my life. After hitting on the Optishot, I had my first hole in one. So I've really developed a level of confidence that I believe that I can get par and that I can birdie, and that has changed my game. That just believing in myself, not getting frustrated, because you hit a lot of bad balls on the Optishot, and so when I'm on the course, I don't get as frustrated when I double bogey. I know that I can come back and get a birdie or par and make up for it. And so the confidence level just from hitting a lot of balls and playing a lot of golf has really risen, and you can just see it in my swing now. I feel confident that I can keep it in the fairway. I feel confident that I can hit the green. My putting, that might be a little bit, but I don't practice my putting on the Optishot. So by getting the Optishot and using the Optishot, it just has built my confidence to where I believe that I'm, above average golfer now. I'm not just average; I'm above average, I think. So that's where I'm at with my confidence level. Okay, the fifth way that the Optishot has improved my golf game is a kind of unique one in terms of it's really given me a problem to solve. And I think that one of the things in life that we look for is we look for problems to solve, and that makes us happy when we're able to work through our problems and solve those problems. And golf is one of those things because there's all kinds of problems. It seems like when one thing's going well, something else isn't. And so the Optishot, because of my, because I was an average golfer, I had a 15 handicap, my swing isn't great, and it really gave me that drive to try to get better. And golf's one of those sports that you're never really gonna be able to master, and so you got to keep working at it and keep trying to get better and keep hitting balls and so forth. And this has really given me that motivation. The Opti shot really gave me that motivation that hey, this is a device that can get me better, and it gives me something to keep working on. When I see my swing path is outside the in, it just makes me want to work on that even more. When I see my club face or my ball flight isn't quite where I want it, it makes me work on it even more. And so by having that, some people go to the gym and really stress and work in the gym at getting better at being more fit, or some people run marathons, or some people dive into their work and things like that. Well, golf and has become that thing that really drives me now, and the Optishot kind of started that because I saw myself getting better and I saw more problems to solve, and I got all the stats. I kind of geek out on the stats. My friends kind of make fun of me because I'm always looking at my stats and always looking at trying to improve them. And so those things kind of gave me a new thing that I could dedicate some of my time to and try to get better at. And having that with the Optishot, I can go out there and I know that I have something to work on. And so some people work on their homes. I kind of focus on my golf game. Let other people worry about that stuff. So this is something that I think the Optishot can really change the way that you look at golf, and just getting out and hitting more and having something to focus on. It's really helped me become a better golfer, and I know it probably can help many of you also. So those are the 5 ways that I think the Optishot has helped me become a better golfer. Golfers, I hope you enjoyed that video, kind of just talking about the importance of the Optishot to getting better at golf and what it can do for your golf game. Even though it's a budget simulator and it's not the best simulator out there, I think that it has a lot of advantages for the price and for what the things that it does for you. It's very easy to set up. It's doesn't cost a lot of money. It gives you important stats that I think you don't get with some of the other simulators, especially the budget simulators. So the Optishot has changed my game, and I hope that it can also help you. Please subscribe to my channel. I'm doing videos like this all the time. In fact, I'm going to be doing some more videos on things I like about some of the other simulators. So check out my channel, subscribe below, and let's get better at golf.